The beef is back on fire. Dame Dash snapping on Camron, calling him out over loyalty, money, and Harlem respect. Old wounds reopen, and this clash is about to shake the whole culture again.
One can sound articulate and tough or confident when no one's there to challenge them. I just wish that we could have a conversation so that the things that you're saying so confidently, I could give you the right advice about your perspective on them. Like, I would never think that the Cam I knew would use his platform to sit with his old ops and talk about his brothers. Also, you're talking to Memphis Bleak on your platform about the presidency of Roc-A-Fella.
Bleak, keep it 100. Keep it 100.
Yeah.
Because I felt the little tension or whatever. But what was the vibe when he said, yo, I announced it, Joe, I think I'm gonna make Cam the president of Roc-A-Fella.
That's where the hate came.
That's where it went left.
That's why I was like, what? What just happened? Like I f with homie, he doing his thing, but the president of Roc-A-Fella? Are you kidding me?
And now you're saying something about the presidency, which is not true. Sitting with people that you used to disrespect daily, at least that's what I used to see, laughing about the fact that you misspoke, not caring about how much damage that caused to Roc-A-Fella. Memphis Bleak told you that started everything. That's not some Harlem shit. That's some young shit. So now that I'm seeing how you're laughing at it, I'm wondering if you did it on purpose. And then, number one, there was the vice presidency that we spoke about. But all we did was have a conversation between someone that I respected to be able to have a real conversation with. Until I got to talk to the rest of my crew about it, it's just called talking ideas. Where I'm from, it's not thorough to have a really private conversation and go to the radio and tell everybody before everyone else knows.
So
I have things that I want to say, and I think I want to talk clearly. You know, Cam has been talking a lot. Sometimes it's complimentary, but a lot of times there's things that I don't think that we should be speaking about publicly. Like, I haven't called him a lot, but when I did call, he doesn't pick up. And I think he's publicly said he doesn't pick up my calls because he can't win this argument with me or, you know, over, I don't know. But I do want to give him some advice because I haven't been able to talk to him. So this isn't the Cam that I know or co-sign. Number one, talking about another man's pockets, that's just not the most masculine thing to do. You attack my art.
Dame got a movie called Honor Up. He's shooting it on 125th and 12th Avenue. I tell him I'm about to go to Jersey. Yo, stop by the set real quick. Stop by the set, show some love real quick. It's like 3 degrees outside. I'm like, I bet, all right, I'll stop by for a minute. Get over there. I'm telling everybody what's up, we freezing. I'm with Juju, mind you. Juju was my girl at the time, with Juju. Me and Juju freezing. Hey, what's up, everybody? Now I go in the trailer. So we go in the trailer till Dame finish shooting the scene. Dame comes over, yo, get Cam a fur. You in the next scene, Cam. Get a fur. Hold the fuck on. Get a fur. Nah, I just came support. Nah, I need you to do this scene. I need you to do this scene. Dame, I didn't come here to do no scene. Oh, Juju here? Get Juju a fur. Get a fur. Both of them, they gonna put them in the nigga scene, the bitch. I said, Dame, I don't wanna be in this movie. Oh, you gonna do me like that? Pause. That's what you gonna do? Word, you serious? Now the guilt trips on me. All I want you to do is one little scene. Fine, Dame. Fine. Now, Juju, you know how you look. Juju looking at me. You know how you look at when you with somebody. You looking like. You know the movie? You know the movie? I don't want to be in them. I didn't know I was gonna be in a movie with this nigga. Now Juju got to go do a scene with the fur on and everything. We was planning on going home and just chilling. Now we in the scene. It's no lines. Yo, just talk and figure it out, everybody. Just talk some shit, just figure it out. Now we sitting there acting like we talking. I'm cold. Juju got to do her scene. We go back to the trailer. We trying to rush out of there. Before we get out of here, we did this scene for this movie. We have no idea what the movie's about nothing. Dame like, yo, tomorrow I need you in peak skill. No. Dame, no. No, I'm not coming to peak skill. I need you to, yo, how you gonna do this scene? And I need you, man, you gonna f the movie up if you don't come do the scene in peak skill. That's crazy. Dang, come on, Kim, it's a 50-minute ride up there, yo, just... Now the next day, he calling me 6 in the morning. Yo, we shooting in 2-3 hours. Come on, get up here. Me and Juju in the hotel like, what? How did we get hit to peak scale? We don't have no lines again. Yo, just talk some shit. These my bars. I'm in there spitting freestyle and there's no lines. Stacey Dash is in the movie. Stacey Dash turned around and said, you don't know what the hell you're doing, do you? So Dame is shooting the movie. Scene 1, he's shooting it in scene 1 location. Scene 2, he's shooting in scene 2 location. Scene 3, he's shooting scene 3. And I'm like, Damon, don't go like that. If scene 1, scene 10, scene 27, scene 32 is all in this one location, you shoot them all here. You don't shoot scene 1 and then gotta go 9 other places and come back on scene 10 to shoot scene 1. You're wasting money. Yeah. And then when the movie over, he spent $1 million. I said, Damn, you have to spend that much. He said, yeah, you're right, but I had to learn my way. I said, okay, fine. You know what, you're right. I don't like Honor Up. I'm being honest with you. I don't like the movie. I don't like it. That's why I ain't promote it. You know why I ain't promote it? Because I was in Dame house, I seen it 900 times. He did mad edits on the movie. The nigga Flow Money, shout out to Flow Money, he from Harlem. Flow Money's a cop, he's locking somebody up in the Then when they get to jail, he's a prisoner in the jail. Yo, what the fuck? The fuck, bro? Promote it, I'm saving you by not promoting it. Shit was nasty, you my man, I ain't gonna let you go outside like that. All them other niggas who let you go outside like that, they ain't your man. I just had this convo with the Murder, and because Murder, and I'm not saying guaranteed nothing, but Murder got some fire, I'm talking about bars. Murder got some, his songs is ridiculous. He like, this crazy, I said, Murder, this crazy. If it wasn't you, my man, I ain't gonna let you go outside not looking fresh. If your sneakers look crazy, if you got your shirt, the collar ain't right, I ain't gonna let you go outside like that. And that's how I felt with this movie with Dame. So if you didn't see me promote it, I didn't want him outside like that. Dame would be set for life if he knew how to manage his money. He made more than enough money not to work no more. But he wanna keep hustling, and I dig it, it's in him, pause. That's just something he wanna do. But when it's not working out.
To me, it's coward shit.
I would love to do the things Dame did. Fly private for 5 years straight, buy 2 mansions in London. You got a mansion in London just for your niggas and then a personal mansion in London for something else, or renting them or whatever. You just got mansions in London. We not even from London. I would love to have 2 lofts in Tribeca right around the corner for each other. $20,000 for this loft, $20,000 for that loft around the corner. So you got $40,000 a month for just lofts. Airfare, flying everywhere. I would have loved to have the biggest mansion in Alpine, New Jersey. Dame is the only nigga that I ever seen to this day with a urinal in their house. Yet, he got a urinal in his house.
Talking about other people, especially when they're not in the room.
You go to Dame house, yo, you know these walls are made out of museum walls, right? This the same shit they use in the museum. This ain't regular house walls. They made museums out. This is museum walls and shit. Bro, if you live like that, you gotta keep hustling. You can't buy all that shit and spend all that money and then be like, I shouldn't have to work anymore. I have no 2 mansions in London. I ain't fly private every day for 6, 7, 8, 9 years. I ain't have no damn urinal. This all the shit you was spending your money on. I'm just good budgeting money, thank God.
For me, if you have something to say, if you don't go on a television show and speak on it, give them the respect of calling them.
Me and Dame got to an argument one time. I said, yo, we was going back and forth about some shit. Oh yeah, it was about Kanye house. He said, yeah, I just left Kanye house. He got horse shit, you got dog shit in your house. I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, what's this about? Yeah, I'm just saying you ain't getting it like that. I'm like, dang, where are we going with this? He's talking about, I'm just saying, nigga, it took me 35 minutes from the driveway to get up to his house. I said, oh, dang, all right, no problem. He said, you live in a little house. I said, Dave, you never been to all my houses. I said, Dave, my crib in Florida is 9,000 square feet. Oh, that's still little. That's a little house. 9,000 square, okay. Out of here, you ain't doing this, doing that. I said, Dave, I own all my houses. You don't own any of your houses. He said, yeah. who want to own a house in a recession. I said, that's the time to own them.
Anyway, I have to address it. You gave an opinion on my art, I'm gonna give an opinion on yours. Since Roc-A-Fella, I haven't seen you make a hit record. And to the extent that you're no longer, rapping. So I always wondered about that. I'd be like, I don't understand why you're not putting out these records like you used to. The reason why you're saying you didn't promote Honor Up is because, I don't know, I for the clip I saw, you were saying because I threw you in a scene or you came to visit. We spoke about Honor Up. You did come in the scene, pause. But we also did a lot, like you showed up 3 or 4 times and do a lot of other scenes, which you did. And at the time, you were telling me that you wanted to make sure that Juju was expanding her brand. So I thought I was doing you a favor. And I don't remember any of this, just get in and freestyle and all that. Maybe it might have happened one day, but again, when would I ever come to a video set of yours and not jump in the video? What I do remember is you did show up a couple of times. You were late every time, which f***ed up my schedule, so I had to freestyle a lot. But, I still was appreciative. But I put up $1 million. So to put that in perspective, I've heard you talk about you put up $200,000 for your show. I put up $1 million. And now you're gonna say this was whack. But number one, again, I haven't seen you make a hit record since Roc-A-Fella, to the extent that you're doing a different profession. So I'd like to see you make a hit record, because this is what I imagined you at this time, not just performing your old versions of your records. But also, I haven't seen you in a hit movie or TV show or anything other than interviewing people since Paid in Full. So you're a person that makes movies a lot, but no one hears about them because they're terrible. But I would still promote them. Tell me some other movie, another movie, where they said you were a good actor. So you haven't made a hit record without the last hit record. Besides, it was made a hit record with you, and I made a hit record with you. But you've never made a hit record on your own. But I'm not knocking it, but I don't know how you're going to judge my art. I just think that that's, just because you have a platform, it doesn't mean now you start judging the people that have helped you. The Dipset clothes that you wear, I started the Dipset clothing line. We were supposed to be partners in that, but you went around and did it without me after we started. You remember we did the jerseys and I did the activations at Poppington Gallery? And do you remember me getting people to make and manufacture? And you haven't even sent me a sweatshirt. But I did start the clothing, but we could go clothing line as well. So again, this is the advice I would give you if I could talk to you, but I'm just noticing that every person that you have a problem with is black. And you talk about them when they're not in the room, and that's just not Harlem shit. You supposed to step to somebody and challenge them in their face, pause. It's like, like if I smack somebody, I gotta see if they're gonna smack back, punch back, whatever comes with it. But like if I'm in another room and I smack the camera, that's not tough. For some reason, people justify like, oh, I'm a journalist now, so I can interview male strippers, and I could, be in other people's business. We didn't respect journalists that did that. That's a choice to be a journalist, but you're not a civilian. Think about all the people that used to talk about us in journalism and do corny shit that we used to laugh at. No disrespect, but we never respected Elliot because he's not in music, because he was talking about people. Just because you're a journalist doesn't mean you have that you can do things that you might find corny or immoral, but these are funny things.
And there you have it. Dame Dash and Camron back at each other's necks, turning old scars into fresh wounds. What started as brotherhood in Harlem turned into a messy showdown of egos, money, and respect. The question is, will these two ever squash it? Or is this just the next chapter in a beef that never dies? One thing's for sure, the streets are watching, and this story ain't finished yet.